All right, welcome back. Another Supercoach episode.
Yeah, I'm starting to like it.
Starting to like it. So you plan for the bye rounds well.
I deleted the app and just said fuck it,
yeah.
and then I came back to a big score.
Yeah.
Or what I thought was a big score, but apparently, fuck you, it's not.
So I got 1,073. Kind of got saved with Abby Coruscant.
Yeah, he had a fucking
and Galvin.
He had a game, didn't he?
They were very good for me. So we went up almost 1,000 spots, back to 3,375. So
Lovely.
starting to climb back to where we were a few weeks ago.
Should have had Campbell.
I should have. I'll tell you
You
what.
called it, and
I
you don't do it.
I thought about it. I was very close to going Campbell, but I went to Desco instead, which wasn't horrible. He got 80 something,
Still good.
84.
Still
So
good.
I'm happy enough with that. And Campbell's picked up I think an injury.
Yeah,
so
2 weeks. Thanks. Another one of my pods just fucking dying.
yeah, so kind of glad that
Bullshit.
I didn't now.
It's bullshit.
But let's look at how I performed.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Coruscant 133.
Ooh, God, that's nice.
That was very nice for me. Let's just revert back to the team. There we go. Fanua Blake, I brought him in for Sam Hughes, and he got about the same as Sam Hughes. So probably not the week to
That's right.
trade him in, but
He'll still get you big
I'm
scores.
happy enough with that. I think he's still going to be good for me. He's a
massively.
keeper for the rest of the year.
Yep.
The Warriors had no ball. They spent most of the game,
Different.
behind the goalpost waiting for Campbell to convert. So
slot it over. True.
So I think that had a lot to do with his score. So I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest. I think he'll go back to being, getting
Dominant.
60s.
Yep.
May,
80-minute May.
he loves a buy round, doesn't he?
He loves an 80-minute
He loves a buy round. He loves a try. 110 points for him. He was very, very good.
Hey, both times he's played 80 minutes, he scored over 100.
Yeah.
So
Be interesting to see
Trent might just use and abuse him.
because he's been named to start again this week, which is
Lovely.
promising. But knowing Trent, he'll probably get 20 minutes. So who knows?
Very Brad Arthur fame Trent.
It was very hard to sell him after that because I was the plan was to sell him after this round. But 110 points, when he plays big minutes, he's unstoppable. So
He is indeed.
For Feeder, 84 was very good. I thought he'd get more actually. I thought he was tackle breaking everywhere. He
Just no
made
try.
a couple of line breaks.
He usually gets that try to really bolster the score.
He was kind of in everything, especially that first half. But
Fucking that first half he was outstanding.
Katoa 58 didn't really do anything, but still
You'll
got
take
58. So happy with that. Firma, I was a bit worried he got shifted into the centres before kickoff.
Very good still.
But still scored a try. Got 65.
He's a hard worker, eh?
Chan got me 12 points. That was lovely of him.
He gets 6 minutes. Like, what can he do?
Yeah. I've got to start looking at Chan. I don't know what to do with him. He's not worth anything, but if he's going to keep getting 12, he's going to become a very big auto emergency nightmare. So he's going to take away any chance of looping. And then if any late outs happen, especially this week with the Origin players backing up, you don't want to be stuck with Chan playing 5 minutes off the bench and getting you 4 points.
That's right.
Sammy Walker, 109, very good.
Very good. Jesus.
Needed that from him,
I
and
didn't even know he got that
delivered.
much.
He was outstanding. I think he got 4 try assists. Ethan Strange, 58.
You take that with how he started.
He got saved with that try late.
Jesus Christ.
So that was nice, because otherwise he would have been on, I think, 20 at one stage.
Yeah, not good.
So
Milk, not good.
not good at all. Galvin, 102. Very, very
Outstanding.
good.
He was awesome.
That's almost been his best performance.
Surely.
Yeah, I looped for Feeders 84 just because it was a free loop pretty much, which would have worked out the same if I did Tedesco anyway, which I was going to. So can't complain there. 56 for Dom Young. Manu 63.
Yep.
Was good. Falongo, he got shifted to the bench. He was named at wing, which I was happy about, but then he got shifted to the bench and only played probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Still got 33 in that time.
Still,
He was very good when he was on the field.
He was very good when he was on the field. Very.
But now he's not named at all. So interesting. I thought he'd find a way onto the bench, but
Pappy's fucking elite, isn't he?
yeah, I think it's hard to get him kind of into the game.
So
but
good.
when he's there, he looks very good.
I
Falongo.
must
So
admit he does, but Pappy's so fucking good.
yeah. Pappy, I thought was disappointing actually. Obviously coming back from the injury, he scored a try and only got 30-something points. I would have expected more from him.
I thought he
He
was
just
on about 50, 60. I felt like he was in everything, but
Yeah.
obviously not good.
he just didn't have any base, so I don't really know what happened there. But anyway, a little bit of concern, I guess, if you went Pappy instead of Tedesco.
Yeah,
But this week there's no Meanie,
that's
so
right.
he should go back to goal kicking this week, which is nice. So, yeah,
Teddy got you 84. that's
Teddy
good.
84, and Hopewade
That
30
is
points.
worst performance.
But based on how
It wasn't-
Manly played,
Yeah.
I'm happy enough with 30 points.
He was trying, to be fair. I watched it, sadly. He was trying.
My concern with Hopewade now, though, is it looks to be like Travojevic is back next week. So
Yeah.
does he drop out of the side then? I think he probably does.
Probably. He looks like a fullback, and that's about it.
There's talk
I
of
think he does run hard when he has to.
Travojevic going to centres, but I think even if that happens, I think they'd put probably Garrick or Cooler at fullback, because I
Yeah.
don't think they'd drop them and keep Hopewade as good as Hoppewade's been. But yeah. So that's my side.
There you go. A few trades, huh?
We'll go over to you.
Yep.
Your rank is 32,000,
Stop it, I'm
195.
only fucking 30,000 away.
Well, you're like 40,000 last week, so there's
Yeah,
big,
well,
big
big
jumps.
jump.
Big jumps. Scored 1,007.
May got 110.
Mm.
Vanilla Blake got 34. David Feeder, as we said, 84. And big one for me, I brought in Kalamatangi.
Who'd you bring him in for?
And if he stay, someone.
Mm.
I forget now. Fermor? No, Fermor's there. Someone. Kalamatangi 97. If he stays at 13, he is going to be a lock to finish the season. And he looks like he might.
Mm.
Bo Fermor 65. Chan, as we said, 12. No halves. Campbell,
Big
Campbell.
for
I've had Campbell for 2 whenever he's come back. So 170. I was very close to captaining him. Lucky the reception was down because I said fuck it and I went to do it and the app was bugged.
you. Oh,
It didn't bother me too much because he still got 170. But I thought,
would've been
fuck
nice
it,
as a
it's
captain.
It's a buy round. Just
Yeah.
fucking send it. And just the way you had spoken about him leading into this game, I'm like, I do like the yarns you're sending me. 170, so very good. Carraz in the centres. Will had his doubts. 100 points on the nose.
Yeah.
He just...
Without a try too. Like
work rate
it
is
was-
fucking nuts. I think he's going to give us nightmares Friday night. Jermaine Osako, 76. Almost got a game winner. Could have got him 120, 110. Ethan Strange, 58. And Tedesco is my captain with 84. And the same as you, Fire Longo, 33. I'm very happy. I was very happy.
Yeah.
Love you, Campbell.
So this week, we've got Manly, Titans, and South Sydney on a bye.
Yep.
So
do.
hopefully you can field a 17. It's not as bad as the previous
Ones.
backup week, but obviously you got Origin players that may or may not get rested. We don't really know. This is obviously before Origin's happened.
tonight.
So it is tonight.
When we're recording. Tomorrow.
So it'll be
the day.
last night when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Probably.
So Latrell's got man of the match. He scored a hat-trick.
That's it.
Will's won his $10,000 multi, and
Yep.
we have left the country.
Yep. Let's go on to the team list very, very
On
quickly.
to Mexico. Let's go.
The Bulldogs and the Sharks. Tough is the fullback
I like that.
with
As a Sharks
Connor
fan.
Tracy obviously out with a HIA.
I'm so glad they didn't put Carraz back there. I am thrilled.
Yeah, so Carraz, he's still in the centres with Sherry and Skelton.
How good was that hit?
A lot of people looking at Skelton. I wouldn't be.
Fox is coming back soon.
He's cheap-ish, but he's 300 something K. Once Crichton gets back there, Crichton will go into the centres and Carraz will go onto the wing. So
Yeah, doesn't make sense. And Fox is coming back at some point.
yeah,
too, so
if you're going to go with someone that's not going to play, get someone at 200k, not 330k.
yeah,
Not a whole heap of changes, I don't think.
tap in for Tracy.
Crichton's named on the extended bench,
Yeah,
so he could come in. And that's kind of all the Supercoach news. Bronson Cherry is
Ooh,
back.
Teague.
So no Drew Hutchinson. And then for the Sharks, Teague Wilton, he's on the extended bench, so he might come back in, which is probably bad news for Talakai owners, because then he would shift back to the bench, you would have to think.
Yep.
For the Warriors and the Broncos, obviously no Sean Johnson for the Warriors.
Tamari goes to 7. I love that.
Yeah, so I think probably good news if you're a Tamari Martin owner.
Love that.
He should be a lot better he was a lot better when he was starting at halfback. So
he's at 7. He's a different man. Different man.
They get DWZ back.
Yep.
And a couple of others, all their Origin players. Mitch Barnett is back after being 18th man.
Yep.
So probably won't get any minutes in Origin. That's probably it in terms of, again, the Supercoach relevant.
We just have to wait. Penhurst, Carrigan.
Yeah, so they've all been named on the extended bench for the Broncos. So it just depends on how they get through.
Jesse Arthur's back from his broken jaw. That's good to see, because that jaw was not a pretty injury.
Yeah.
That was very hard to watch.
And Xavier Willison and Kobe Hetherington are in at the moment, if you own any of them. But again,
Haas
Carrigan
maybe.
and Haas will possibly back up. So,
see evil.
For the Knights and Eels game, Will Price is the young 5'8", Englishman import. So he's there. And that's kind of it. Kai Pearce-Paul, he is named on the bench. So it's a bit annoying. I don't think they can drop Dylan Lucas based on how he's been playing.
No.
The only thing is maybe they might change it to how they were before, with Frizzell going back to the bench and Kai Pearce-Paul starting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the case. But we'll wait and see, I guess, an hour before kickoff. Otherwise, Kai Pearce-Paul, he could be a sell.
What happened to my man, Cog? Is he hurt? Or is he just
I think he's been dropped.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs. Typical Knights. Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the extended bench, so yeah, he's just been dropped.
Dogs.
And then for Parramatta, Sivo's back.
Sivo.
So that means Arcee is gone out of the centres. Sean Russell goes back, and Blaze Talangi is on the wing.
Parramatta fans breathe a sigh of relief.
Brandon Hands, he's starting at hooker. There's no Joey Lussick on the bench. They've put Matt Arthur here, who is a hooker. So probably not good news for him getting 80 minutes. So there's that. There's a couple of other changes to the bench. Matt Doorey.
Lane's starting.
Yeah, so Lane's starting with Talangi being out, suspended for 4 weeks. So Lane's got the starting spot. And there's no sign of Hopgood, I think he's got to do surgery on his back or something. So
yeah, he's fucked.
Not good.
Not good.
That's kind of it.
Albert Hopoare's back, baby.
Yeah, so Storm and...
He signed the deal and he got dropped.
Storm and Raiders. So Xavier Coates and Harry Grant have both been named to back up, but just watch team lists, because last game that Melbourne backed up, Harry Grant started from the bench and only played, I think, 50 minutes.
Yep.
So they might do the same thing there. Jack Howarth moves from wing to centre to replace Meaney, as we talked about, which should give Pappenhausen the goal kicking, you would think.
Yeah, you'd think so.
But it's only a 1 week thing, I think, with the calf. Possibly more, but I don't think it's a long-term thing.
Oh, wow.
So Bronson Garlick goes to the bench with Farlongo dropped, which would make me think that they're planning on giving Grant a rest at some point during the match.
100%. So
don't expect him to play 80. And then for the Raiders, Starling is back from a concussion, so no Zach Wolford. Not that that's too relevant.
The wild thing,
Kotrick's gone.
The wild thing, Jordan Martin makes his Nrl debut. He played for the...
He's got a good mullet on him, doesn't he?
The mullet's the sex god, everyone's calling him. So, Albert Hopoare's in, as you just said, because... Kotrick is off to Catalans for 4 years.
Is that effective immediately?
I think so.
Ah, okay.
Or Ricky's just said, you've signed the deal, fuck off.
Yeah, because Kotrick I thought was pretty good.
I thought he's been...
And he scored well. I think he got like 4 line breaks in the last 10 minutes of the game. And
Yeah, he's been
got a
very
heap of
good.
points. So.
But I think Ricky might have said either fuck you or see you later.
Yeah.
So it's Ricky, so it's one or the other.
Yeah, true. Dragons and Dolphins.
The Battle of the V's.
Battle of the V's. The Red V's.
Red V's.
So for the Dragons, Sully is back in the centres.
Yeah.
Which is good. I know a couple of people went Sully as a bit of a pod.
He was doing good till he got killed that 1 week.
And Jack Bird is in the reserves as well, so he
yeah.
could
Let's
potentially go into the centres, maybe onto the bench, but we'll wait and see.
Dragons
Hunt and
healthy.
Sewer are back, as well as Lomax. But obviously, pending how the game plays out.
If he played after a day, he's definitely playing on a Sunday.
For the Dolphins, again, Hammer's been named at fullback, so he should back up with Kafusi. Tessie New comes onto the wing for Bostock, who's out, which is probably good news for Isako.
Very good news.
Because Tessie New wouldn't really give him the ball. So.
Lol.
That's
hilarious.
Anyway, Tavita Pangai is coming off the bench again, so he seems to kind of seems to have earned his spot. I don't know how he went last week. I don't think he did that good. He got 34 in 36 minutes, so it's not bad, but yeah, it's probably not worth going him for that.
I think he needs some more time under his belt.
Yeah. But that's kind of it for that game. Panthers and Cowboys. Again, all the Origin stars are named for both sides except for Nanai.
Yep.
So Nanai won't play, but the rest have been named at the very least in the extended squad. So they should potentially back up, but again, it's just a wait and see. Mitch Kenny and Jack Cole are both back.
Yep,
nice.
Kenny's back. That's good.
So no Schneider. If you still have him, he's gone. And then everyone's backing up. So for the Cowboys, Finny Fuyaki, he joins the starting side with Nanai out. And then the rest again, just wait and see to see who gets.
Is that it? Yeah. Yep. Cool.
And then the Roosters Tigers last game of the round.
Going for the three-peat.
Yeah. Connor Watson, he's been named at lock with Brandon Smith at hooker.
Yep.
Which is
Smith was really good last week.
And Tupanua, he's in the centres this week.
Yep.
So, a bit of a surprise, I guess, that. But
no Jennings, no everyone else missing Smith.
Yeah. Well, I think Jennings been named, has he? Yeah. He's named in the extended squad, but...
I thought he was still coming back from the hamstring that he suffered the other week.
Quick recovery.
I know, he's got still plated hamstrings.
Yeah. So, no Ponga with his 4-game suspension.
Yep.
May has been named to start, but Lindsay Collins and Spencer Leniu are also on the bench.
Cyborg.
So, will be interesting to see how many minutes May gets with those two stars backing up.
Yeah.
So, because the last time, round 14, when they had the backup game, Roosters were on the bye, so we didn't get to see how they use their forwards. So probably coming off Origin, maybe they play less minutes, and those minutes go to May.
Yeah. Big time.
Hoping anyway. And then for the Tigers, Clemmer back from suspension, and John Bateman's been named on the extended bench.
Bateman's back. There you go.
With Oldham, so they might come in.
Do we keep his position?
Yeah.
Nice.
They might come in and probably replace, I don't know, maybe Porter or Matamua would come in or would go out.
Would go out
for Bateman, depending on where they're going to use him. So, one to keep an eye on there.
That's the team list news.
That's the team list news.
Brought to you by Nrl Supercoach.
That's it.
No real product, but that's just who we are.
what are we thinking this week? Have you got any ideas? Because
well,
I
Cobb
don't
is
have
fucked,
many.
so I need to probably, I don't know.
Are you relying on him?
No. So I'm
He's in your halfbacks.
I'm really wanting Cook, but they're on the bye, so it's another week I don't have Cook.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of buys. That's the issue.
Mm.
Yes and no. I've got a lot of buys top half.
Yeah.
I'll be right, but I don't know what to do.
Mm.
Maybe firm or flip into something cheaper. I think he's made his money.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't really pondered any thought to it yet. I'm just bleeding blue, and that's all I care about at the moment.
The one that I'm looking at is Falongo.
Well, yeah, that's.
I want to get rid
true.
of him. He's obviously not been named. If he does play, he's going to play off the bench and start losing all that money. So he's made almost 200k.
Yeah.
So he's got to go, if not this week. It's not as urgent this week because he's not coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So he's not going to lose money. But
Read.
yeah, I don't like. I want to cash in on that money that he's made. So
Yeah.
I've got a couple of options. I could either go up to. I'm looking at Mulatalo potentially, just with the Sharks draw coming up is super good. So I want to capitalize on that
Oh, yeah, like his base and that scoring. Yeah, that's true.
because the Sharks like.
After the Dogs, it's pretty cruisy.
Yeah, so they've got the Dogs, which is probably a tough matchup now.
Well, I think the Dogs is probably the toughest one coming up.
But then they got the Titans, the Tigers, North Queensland, the Rabbitohs, Titans again, Newcastle, St. George, New Zealand, and Manly.
I wish the Titans didn't score 66 last week.
Mm.
About 2 weeks ago, I was like, how good the Titans in 2 weeks. Fuck. Thanks, Warriors.
So I want to get Hines in. I want to get potentially Mulatalo, and the other one in terms of Sharks players that I'm looking at is Nikora.
Yeah, he's
So,
starting to really...
I'm thinking of going maybe
Ramp up.
Kai Piss-Paw to Nikora.
Yeah, he's starting to come good.
Because I was going to go Lane,
It's taken some time.
but now Lane's got the starting spot. I might want him, especially with Fafita and...
He's literally going to survive the whole season.
honestly, I don't know how he's doing it.
Next year, he's blacklisted from my side.
I don't know how he
Is
manages.
Preston back? Fuck, I miss
No,
Preston.
he's gone.
Fuck.
Or Preston, he was named on the extended bench,
I don't like
so
that.
he might come back.
No, he just named.
So yeah, Kai Piss-Paw to Nikora is something that I'm looking at. I think
Yeah, I like that. Actually really like that Nakora shout.
he doesn't
Hines-
quite have the base, but
But he normally does.
playing outside of Hines, if he gets the attacking stats, a couple of weeks ago he got 120.
60.
I think his base is probably going to be around 40, but
He normally does have the base. It's been a down year for him, really.
yeah, but with that draw coming up, like he's going to get attacking stats. So
I think he might score a few. Hines has been
Yeah.
well rested, ready to rock.
yeah.
Buddy yada yada.
So that's what I'm looking at, and I think if Kai Piss-Paw's coming off the bench, then I don't really.
You got to make a decision.
He's
soon.
gonna get
We're-
40 minutes and get 40 points. I don't-
Sharks are playing on Friday.
Yeah. So that's a trade, and then maybe Falongo I might just nuff out. So for those that don't know what a nuff is, it's just basically someone that's not going to play. So you just get someone that has no chance of playing. Preferably you want dual position players. So if I'm looking here, not really any of them are dual position. I'd love to get a centre wing second rower. Here we go. Jed Cartwright. So he would be one that I would look at trading in.
Why? What does that get? What does that explain? Like, I get what you mean by enough, but what is that? You're just getting his money.
I'm getting his money. Because when I'm looking at my centres, I've got Val Holmes, Dom Young, Joey Manu, Gagai, Garrick,
Yeah.
and Iro. So I don't need
Okay.
Another centre?
Yeah, you don't need another centre.
and I'd rather trade in at this time of the year someone that's not going to play at all to someone who might play and get 20 points and be
and
in
then lower their price.
auto emergency.
Yeah, or an auto. Yep, I'm with you. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Because then you have to trade him in, and then if they do make money, then you have to trade out again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you now.
So
I get it.
it's just one trade and then that's it for the season.
With you.
I don't have to look at trading him out again.
You think
So
you think your other guys...
that's the advantage of going him over a cheapie.
Yeah, so to explain it because I've got it, but so he's got enough base in his outside backs and wingers that he thinks he doesn't need another fullback.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's doing.
So if you don't have the depth in your team, then you wouldn't be nothing. But I'm confident, especially in my centres, that I've got enough depth there.
Yeah, 100% get you now. I just wanted to explain it for the people that were probably still sitting there going, "Ooh, what does he mean?"
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense. Now.
So that, and it's something that I'm not that keen on either. Like with the buy rounds coming up as well, you want that extra depth. So I'm not sold on it yet, but it's an option.
Do you want to go through the traded in, traded outs?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Traded in let's go trade it out. Falongo,
as you said,
is the most traded out player. Makes sense. Again, a little bit less urgent this week, but it's still 530k sitting there. A lot of people are looking for numbers this week.
Yep.
You can definitely trade him up to someone good.
Lehigh Hopewade.
Again, we spoke about with Tom Trbojevic coming back. He probably doesn't make the team. He's only available at fullback, and there's a really strong buy this week that's also only available at fullback. So I think a lot of people are making that trade, and we'll touch on that in a minute. And what I think of that.
The David Armstrong believers, they've finally given up.
Yeah, give up.
Fair enough.
I would almost hold on a little bit of hope if you don't need to make the trade this week, just because I still think there's a chance he can find a way onto the wing. But look, it's only for that round 19 buy that I would hold on for. Then after that, then there's no reason to hold him. But just he might give you that extra number if you don't need to sell him. That's something that you can consider. Nafua White was a really popular buy a couple of weeks ago.
It
hasn't really worked out like you would have hoped, I guess, if you jumped on. So he's probably a sell. He's not a keeper. He probably needs to go. Kai Pearce-Paul, again, he's on the bench. I'd like to wait till team list, because if he is starting second row, I think he's a keeper, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been that good this year.
Like his base is there, even without his attacking stats. And you would think
once Ponga...
Exactly. Once Ponga comes back, you'd think those attacking stats would start to come.
Ponga will create numbers just for him.
But, I just don't like him on the bench.
That's fair.
Garrick,
the Reuben sandwich.
I wouldn't sell him this week. I think if you're going to sell him last week when he had, he wasn't going to play for 2 weeks. Now it's just a 1 week. You can wait. He's a gun. He's going to goal kick. We don't know what's happening with Turbo. He might even get the fullback positioning.
Yeah,
so,
he could.
Don't trade this week. I think there's better. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Curran, I think that's fair enough. He's probably done his job. If you can go up to a gun front rower or even a gun second rower, wherever you've got him, I like it. It just depends on who you're getting in.
Ben Trbojevic.
Better
options out there, respectfully.
Yeah, look, he's made a lot of money. He's been doing really well. So he's made 230k. Now's the time to cash in if you've held him this long. Trey Fuller, again, makes sense. He's not going to play until round 19. So if you're going him to, again, we'll touch on it in a minute, but the most popular traded in player, I'd imagine, would be very popular going him to that person. And Blaise Talungi, again, made his money. He's going to start losing money now. He's a seller as well, I think. But again, he does play round 19. So if you are desperate for the numbers there, then I think he's a worthwhile hold.
Yeah, agreed.
Trading in Fletcher Sharp, he's the one that is comfortably the most popular traded in player.
1,000.
He's only available at fullback. He's going to make some money. He's going to cover round 19. And he's got job security until Ponga's back.
Yep.
I'm not going to do it.
No, I don't like it.
Because I made the trade to Hopewade. I don't really want to make another trade to someone else that's cheap and then sell him up.
Yep.
I think it's just wasting too many trades. I don't have that many that I have. So I don't want to waste another one there. I'm just going to hold Hopewade until I have the money to move up to a gun fullback, probably a Ponga to finish the year off.
Britain Nakora, as you
but if you
spoke
have the
about,
trades,
is a good one.
if you have the trades, I do like it. But I don't think many people do at this point.
No.
Nakora.
Yeah, spoke about it. I like it. The more you talk it, I like it.
Yeah, good option. 73 break even, so you don't have to go this week. But that's Mulatalo.
That's how you got the wrong guy.
He's got a 3, so you do have to go this week. Break even
this
3.
Is Nakora. Nakora's got a 3.
Nakora, 570k.
Yep.
He's as cheap as he's going to be. He's lost 140k. So,
jump on. I think I might do it.
If you're going to jump on now.
It's very appealing.
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo,
we talked about as well. He's a pretty good option with the Sharkies draw. He's a good price, 492k.
I'm not going to go up, but
he doesn't have the base.
Well, he normally does. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not kicking to him. They're giving him the Toto treatment, which is pretty smart.
Yeah. I had him at the start of the year when he went on that bit of a run. So when he's scoring tries, he's scoring well. If he doesn't get the tries, he's going to get your 30s. So
massively.
Yeah. But he could definitely get a lot of tries with and with Trindle back as well. He looks a lot better. He gets a bit more involved. The ball kind of goes to his side a bit more with Trindle in.
Yep.
So, Skelton, we talked about.
No.
I wouldn't be doing it. 330k.
Fox is coming back.
For basically enough.
Critter's coming back. Tracy's back. There's many better options out there.
And he's not going to play 19. He's not going to help you with the bye. No, don't do it. Isako. Yep, I can get around it. He's 614k, 73 break even. So he's bottomed out.
Bottom out at 600k is nice, eh?
Yeah, so you can get him a lot cheaper than what he was at 820k.
Yep.
Plays round 19. They don't have the easiest of draws coming up though. They've got Dragons, South Sydney, Penrith.
They're going to play the whole time.
The Titans, Roosters. It's a bit of a mixed draw. It's pretty tough though. So I don't know. I can see the appeal. I think he's very safe. He's going to get you 50 points most weeks without any stats because he's got the goal kicking as well. But Brian To'o, he is 776k. He's got a negative 23 break even. He's going to start making a lot of money. He obviously had that big game a couple of weeks ago where he got 171 and then 104.
Yeah. That's nuts. They're starting to use him a lot more.
Yeah.
It's like Cleary's coming back or something.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. I feel like he's going to get rested at one point over the origin period. So.
I don't know. If they win, he'll just want to keep playing, eh? No?
Yeah, maybe.
I know. I feel like he's just that way inclined.
Yeah. Jack Howarth. He is second row forward.
Been very good.
He has. Got the starting edge role. Was he named this week? He was. He's named in the centres, so he's It just depends. I don't think Meany's out long term, so I think it's not a bad option.
Not at all.
If you want to kind of get someone, but again, you probably get him, and then he'll give you a number this week if you need a number, and then when Meany comes back, he probably nuffs out completely. So he's not going to give you, any trouble as an auto emergency.
Yeah.
I don't hate the pickup.
Not bad at all. It's a good option.
I definitely prefer him over a Skelton. So he's 100k cheaper. So Lomax,
he'll back up. He backed up after one day.
Which I can't talk you out of Lomax. He's going to be a
plain and simple. He's a gun.
Yeah. Joey Manu. I'm a little bit surprised. The Roosters draw's outstanding. He's still got a break even 118.
Jesus.
But yeah, the next 2 weeks they've got the Tigers, then the Dragons. I don't know if I'd be buying him. I wouldn't be selling him, but
Especially at 670.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
the last one surprises me, mate.
Eli
I'll be
Katoa,
honest.
I thought if you were to get him last week would be kind of the week to get him with the Melbourne on the bye. Look, he's a good option. I'm not going to talk you out of it, but I think this week, if it was out of him and Nikora, I'd be choosing Nikora.
Yep, agreed.
The only thing with Nikora that I don't know if I'm going to get him or not is I feel like if I get him, then I'm probably not going to be able to get Angus, which I want after Origin.
You want Angus back.
So it's just...
I want you back.
I've already got Fafita, Fermor, Katoa, Pierce Paul, Lane. I could probably go, maybe Pierce Paul to Nikora this week and then maybe Lane up to Crichton or Fermor up to Crichton if I can't afford that.
Yeah.
So... plenty of options there, but what are you looking in terms of your trades?
I actually quite like that Nikora one to finish the season. I think he's been very good the last 2 to 3 games, and I think Hines is now back.
Yep.
Trindle's now back. They both roam.
Yep.
I think that'll benefit him. He's normally a big base guy, so he might start ramping up now that Teague's out, stepping up. So that's me. I haven't made any other thoughts or decisions. What are you... Are you set in stone with anything in particular?
Not really.
What's the one? Give us the...
Falongo,
yeah.
I think Falongo to Jed Cartwright is on the cards. And then Kai Pierce-Paul to...
someone.
It would be to Nikora.
Yeah.
So they're the two that I'm looking at.
And who are you going to captain this week? That's the big question I think everyone's wanting to know.
I'm looking at Tedesco against the Tigers. I think he could go big.
Yeah, it makes the most sense, doesn't it?
If you've got a Pappenhausen, if he's goal kicking against the Raiders were awful, so maybe that's a shout.
I might join you with the Tedesco one. I'd love the Sharks Bulldogs if it was like a Saturday night. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just never like putting my captain on the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
spooky.
If you've got...
I'd love to put it on Hines or Carraz.
If you've got Hines, then maybe a vice captain on him, and then captain into Tedesco, I think would be the go.
Yep.
I think you want to have something on Nico, because he's,
I might just send it and put it on Nico. A big fuck it. Fuck it vibes.
Yeah.
Because he could give me 200.
Dylan Brown, maybe. I don't think he quite has the upside that you'd need.
Well, if Moses backs up, probably not.
And then, maybe Dom Young, Joey Manu is an option.
Yeah. Is that all you've got for this week?
Nikora.
Who are you up against before we...
Have a quick look at our leagues.
Let's have a look who's going to pump me and you're probably going to beat them. Hope you got Lisa. That'll be a good laugh. Well deserved too.
I got the old bunch, Jessica.
Okay, Jess, yep. And who am I going to lose to? There I am.
You've got Alex.
For fuck's sake. Kai coming second.
Nice.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for ruining my week.
Yeah. How are we going in the ladder?
I think you're third.
Yeah, I've dropped down a bit. I've dropped down to fourth. Had a couple of losses.
Rax is after you, dude. He's leapfrogged you.
So hopefully we can get the win and
Can
start.
you see what jockey knobs are coming total? Is that a thing? Can you see that?
Overall rank 5,036.
So you're ahead of him.
He's got a total... I didn't think I was. 17,643. I don't know. Yeah, I am. Just.
Wow. How weird's that?
There
you go. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
That'll do me. Good luck in your matchups, except for you, Alex. I hope you fucking forget to look at your app.
Bit
Respectfully. Good luck.
Good luck.
See you, boys.
Bye.